of Judy Garland.
Are you kidding?
June 10th, 1922. The hall of a maternity hospital in Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Grand Rapids is in Michigan.
This is Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
This whole thing is starting off with a lie.
A man paces nervously up and down the hall. His name is Frank Gumm.
Again, please.
Gumm, bum. Frank Gumm of the internationally famous team of Jack and Virginia Lee.
Again, please.
Well, Jack Lee was the stage name of Frank Gumm, and Virginia Lee was the stage name of Virginia Lee. I mean, Ethel Gumm, who is Frank Gumm's wife. And she's the one who's expecting the baby.
Is the whole thing going to be like this?
Frank Gumm is worried.
I'm worried, too.
He gives voice to his troubled thoughts as he paces up and down.
How the hell can you close in Tacoma, Washington on Wednesday night and open in El Paso on Thursday morning?
While in a darkened room off the hall lies the expectant figure of Virginia Lee.
Who is known professionally as Frank Gumm.
No, Virginia Lee is Ethel Gumm. She, too, looks at the world through worried eyes. She, too, speaks of the troubles which beset her mind at this crucial moment.
How the hell can you close in Tacoma, Washington on Wednesday night and open in El Paso on Thursday morning?
And in the street below, gazing somberly up at the shaded window, stand two tiny little tots, Mary Jane Gumm and Dorothy Virginia Gumm.
Two little gumdrops. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Their minds, too, are troubled by the events of the day. And what can be troubling their little minds?
I know. How the hell can you close in Tacoma, Washington on Wednesday night and open in El Paso on Thursday morning?
They know only that their mummy is in the hospital waiting for something. What is it she is waiting for? They think they know the answer.
Waiting for the rubber, waiting for the rubber, waiting for the rubber.
The moment has come. The delivery room is a beehive of activity. The doctor lifts the newly arrived infant into the air by its feet, and with the palm of his hand, he spanks the infant into life. And a star is born. 2 years later, Jack and Virginia Lee have closed in Tacoma, Washington on Wednesday night and are opening in El Paso on a Thursday morning. They are playing a split week in an Indian wigwam.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Virginia Lee will play Kitten on the Keys. May I draw your attention to the fact that Miss Lee has particularly tiny hands. Hold up your hands, darling. That's right.
Later in the same act, Frank Gumm makes an announcement that is destined to change the course of theatrical history.
Now, this time you must be kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take great pleasure in presenting to you for the first time on any stage my little daughter, age 2, who will sing for you, Baby Gumm.
Shouldn't that be bubble gum?
Go ahead, baby.
Yes, Daddy. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what's that little
Very good, baby. Thank you. All right, baby. You can stop now.
The stage manager is entranced by the tiny tot.
Get that kid the hell off the stage!
The proud mother and father beam at each other.
Frank, do something. They'll start throwing things in a minute.
Lend me that scarf you're wearing.
Be careful, Frank. Not
And so Baby Gumm met the world, and the world met Baby Gumm. She grew from babyhood to childhood, and from childhood to little girlhood.
What the hell is so unusual about that?
From El Paso to Long Beach,
To Pittsburgh,
To Lone Pine.
New York,
Ventura,
Chicago.
Bakersfield,
and back to El Paso.
From El Paso to Natchez.
from Natchez to St. Joe.
They loathed her in St. Joe.
Wherever the five gums blow, and they blew, there was Baby. She was growing up, and her voice was taking on fire and rhythm. And then came the day when Baby Gumm joined her two sisters and their singing act, already famous under the name of the Yacht Club Boys. The three sisters, devoted to each other, changed the name of their act to the Three Saw Gums. Will you ever forget their number that will live on in vaudeville history?
Down the Mississippi, New Orleans, on the old
Whoa. Then came the fateful year of 1929. The nation rocked from the impact of the Wall Street crash. The world, confused and uncertain, was shaken to its very foundations by fear and want.
What has that got to do with Judy Garland?
Must everything have to do with Judy Garland? There are other things in the world.
So sorry.
But what of the little girl with the great big voice, who by now has risen to a fat 4 feet and 6 inches? What worlds remain for her to conquer? What new fields beckon to this little tornado of song?
Oh, come now.
All right, so they didn't have to eat. That meant Hollywood. Baby was to storm the mighty citadel of cinema.
This is murder, Jack.
The time had come for the 3 little Gums to be torn apart. Baby's 2 sisters carried on without her. They achieved immediate fame as the 4 Mills brothers. And on the hot pavement of Gower Street, Hollywood, Ethel Gumm,
the little girl with the little hands who played the little kitten on the little keys,
stands with her leather-lunged baby before the portals of fame and fortune.
On Gower Street?
With a mother's wisdom, she speaks to her child.
Remember, baby, sing good and sing loud. And if you can't do both, sing loud.
And Hollywood, with its characteristic decisiveness, instantly appraised its new talent. Paramount.
Don't know why there's no sun up in that sky. Stormy weather.
Stink. Fuck.
Zing go the strings of my heart.
Get her out of here.
Universal.
Barrel House out.
RKO.
So don't let them begin. Let the love that was once a fire remain an ember.
We don't want a little girl with a great big voice. We want a great big girl with a little voice. Girl.
Monogram.
Goldust at your feet on the sunny side of the street.
We think you're great, but you'll have to work for nothing.
Night.